Hi, good morning, everybody. Today we are in Moments on YouTube, the show that broadcasts directly from the city of Chicago to all over the world. And today we are with a special guest, a director, writer, and filmmaker. Can you tell us your name?
Hi, my name is Andrea Zile Bish, but I go by Bish.
All right. Well, welcome to our show. Really, for us, it's a pleasure to have you here from Chicago. Where are you right now? In Chicago too, no?
I am. I'm in the beautiful neighborhood of Uptown in Chicago, where I've lived for 8 years.
Well, no, Chicago is a beautiful city. We are really enjoying this summer. It's fantastic. A little bit warm, but it's better than the winter, don't you think?
Oh, much better. And it's great to be out by the lake at this time of year.
I agree with you. It's a great time for us. Let's enjoy this summer. Andrea, can you tell me about you? Tell me about everything you do, because I was reading about you, and I think you have a lot to tell us about your career.
Yes, well, it's a bit of a circuitous career, but I'm a writer and director based in Chicago. I write and direct comedies. I write TV pilots. I've done a feature. And yes, I have I take a lot of inspiration from the city of Chicago. It's my adopted home. I'm originally from DC, and I am sort of coming up in the Chicago comedy scene and meeting a bunch of lovely and talented people. And I'm sure as an artist yourself, you know, collaboration is really what we thrive off of. So through sort of meeting people at Second City and other places around town, I really wanted to produce work that was able to showcase the talents of all these wonderful artists and individuals. So I have been making films now for about a year. I'm originally a theater director, so that's where I got my start, but I'm transitioning into filmmaking, and I've just found it to be quite an exciting process, and I'm really looking forward to all my future projects.
Well, that sounds really, really interesting, you know, and you are a young person with a lot of future. I remember when I wanted to study filmmaking, and then I did different things, but what I see in you, it's a lot of enthusiasm, and that's what I admire about younger generation, that they have a lot of desire and they want to succeed. And I see you as a successful person, which is so important. Andrea, tell me about your education. Where did you go to study?
Sure. Well, formally, I went to Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh. I studied directing there. I came up through under Jed Allen Harris in the directing program. But prior to that, I was actually in a performing arts high school in DC. So it was a great experience. I went to Duke Ellington and then on to Carnegie Mellon for directing. And then when I was fresh out of college, I thought, I know everything. I don't need to take any more classes. And boy, that was a bit of a mistake. So for any young people out there, you're a lifelong learner. You will never stop honing this craft, and you really do need to keep learning and keep working with other individuals. So because of that, when I realized my mistake, I started enrolling in classes, and I've been taking classes through Second City. I'm coming up through the writers program right now. I have my last show, our graduation show, is coming up in October. So we're very excited for that. Mm-hmm. And I've also been taking classes through Script Anatomy because my ultimate goal is to write and direct for television because I feel like television is such a great medium and we really need more diverse voices on TV. So I'm interested in pursuing that and bringing that to the small screen.
Well, it sounds really good. Very interesting what you are doing and everything you were talking about. What is your present project at this time? Are you making you said you are interested in television to produce a show on TV. Any film that you are planning to do pretty soon or start filming?
Yes, so I just wrapped production on Toe Zone. It's a short film about a young person who is in desperate need of money. Their car got towed and they need to get it out of the tow lot because that was actually where they were sleeping. That was their housing, their in-between apartments. So I wrapped production on that, and now we're in post-production for that. So hopefully that will be coming out this fall. And I have too many projects. I sometimes feel like I need to sort of simplify, but I just am bursting with energy to do everything. So I also had a reading of my TV pilot called Needs Repair. It's based on my experiences living in uptown Chicago and working at an audio repair shop. So that's a funny workplace comedy. It's got a lot of great mentions of the city. It's got a lot of great mentions of the neighborhood. So I'm going to continue refining that and working on that. And, you know, if we can get producing and budget behind it, maybe we'll even shoot the pilot. So we'll see.
Yeah, no, I understand. And you touched the very specific subject. Funding. How is it really hard to get sponsors to produce film?
Well, you know, when I was coming up in theater, that was actually one of my first jobs, was to cold call businesses and ask them to sponsor. So I got, I wouldn't say I was good when I was younger, but you do it a bunch of times and you sort of learn some tricks. So yes, it is hard to find funding, and it's definitely a learning curve. And what I see a lot of young filmmakers do, and young artists of all kind, is they come out of the gate, they have so much enthusiasm, they're asking people to help support their project, they get a little bit, but not enough, and then they sort of, you know, lose interest and they get burnt out. And I feel for them because it is very, very, very tough. And so what I've learned to do is, you know, try to involve as many people as possible. So it's not just your vision that you're trying to fund, but it's the vision of others, because you are just one person. Your network is, you know, it's a fixed size, but when you bring other people onto the project and you don't say, go out and raise this amount of money for me, you say, can you help me? I want to promote my vision, but I also want to promote your vision. So let's collaborate on this and fundraise. That's when you end up being more successful and getting more funding behind your projects.
Yeah, I really love that concept. I think it's super important, or very important, to work in a team and delegate at the same time, but work together towards the goal. And that's how everything works in any field. Could be filmmaking, medicine, or wherever you work. Is the American way, working in a team. And I love it. So that's very good, very, very important. Tell me more about how many people work with you in a project.
So it depends. It does fluctuate depending on the project. With my production company, Cathode Ray Pigeon Productions, I do have one other person who's been working with me from project to project. He's my director of photography and editor. His name is Sergey Krishkov. So that's kind of nice because I feel like we're really the core partnership that then goes out and recruits other people. Typically for my films, I do like to keep them on the small side. I find that working with, you know, the more people you have, the more the more you end up trying to manage when you're on set that day. So I like working with a smaller crew, and I like working with people that I can trust and that I've worked with before. So for most of my projects, I would say our crew size is anywhere from 4 people to about 10 at the most.
Well, that's good. That at the same time, you have to work with people that you get along well, that you have good connection, that everybody's rowing toward the same direction. You know, I think it's very important. Sometimes when you have one person that becomes an obstacle, that's when your project can get stuck. So I think it's good. You seem to be a very, very easygoing person that gets along with people, and that I am sure helps a lot to your projects. So we are talking about all these projects that you are doing, and it's amazing, you know. what a creative person you are. But at the same time, I would like to know, do you have any castings right now for new actors or actors that they want to participate in your movies?
Oh, I am always looking to work with people. Like, even if I do not have a role for you at the moment, even if I'm not casting currently, please reach out to me, because Chicago is such a collaborative city. It has such a great artist scene here. And you just never know when something is going to spark or when something's going to become available. So I love showing up to networking events. I love getting to know people. So if anyone is interested or they think,
hey, me. Just
come
kidding.
on, please, please, please. Because even, and that's the thing, even if I don't have anything coming up, I have people who are asking me too about projects. So please, 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 please send me anything you have. I will keep it, and I will cherish it.
So when you are looking for, actors, only actors, or you're looking for crew members too right now? What are
actors, crew members, the works. I'm always looking, because you never know who's going to be available or who's not going to be available. So the more people that you know and the more people that you can trust, the stronger your projects are going to be.
And you can recognize me. I have an accent. I was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and I live in Chicago for 30 years, but I still have this accent. Are you open for foreigners from Europe, from South America? Are you looking for this type of accents, or has to be specifically people that they were born in the United States?
No, and I think a lot of people get limited into thinking that if they have, if they don't have the generic American accent, or if they are, a lot of times I hear, oh, there's only roles that are casting for white people. And that's true. And that's unfortunate, because what is happening is that those directors and writers are limiting the pool of talent that they can choose from by only casting, people who are, sort of American English and, white European descent. That's so limiting. So I do like to cast a wider net in my casting. And when I'm a writer, I try to write roles flexibly, because when you're working at my level, you really need to pick the best people for the job. So if you're the best person for a role, I want to cast you. I don't want to, I would rather cast somebody who is good, who will be a good actor, than cast somebody who looks the part. So yeah, it's something that I would really encourage. And I think everybody really should adopt that. And you're seeing that a lot more inclusive casting, which is amazing.
That's a very smart thing to do, Andrea. Congratulations for the way you are thinking. It's good to be open, and like you are, and that will help your movies to enrich them with energy from people from all over the world. Tell me about how we can find your videos, your materials, your production. Where can we find them? Can you give us a link, or tell us it's everywhere?
Everywhere I wish, everywhere one day. For right now, you can go to my website. It's Zile Bish. So it's my name, ZILEBISH.com. I have some of my videos there, and I'm a very approachable person. If you want to reach out to me on Instagram or through my website, I will be more than happy to talk and send you some of my stuff. Just say hello, and I'll get back to you. Don't worry about it.
Well, that's amazing, and that's great. Sometimes we have an idea about film directors, movie directors, TV directors, that they are difficult to reach. And when I look at you, I have now a different image about a movie director, a film director. You are a very humble person, simple, that you are approachable, and that makes me feel good. And I am sure the audience that is listening now to this show, probably they feel the same way. Tell me, you talk about your projects, you talk about all your education. What else would you like to add to this amazing interview?
Oh, thank you. Just gratitude towards everybody that I know who has worked with me. Because as you know, being an actor, it looks like you when people are watching the screen. They might not see all the talented people that set up the shot, that did the lighting, that got lunch, that did the producing. So, I just want to really take this time to thank everyone who's worked with me and supported me on these projects. And I hope to meet more people and work with more people in future.
Oh, sounds great. Sounds great. Everybody who works with Andrea, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Moments on YouTube. It means it has two names, really, because this channel is bilingual, Momentos in YouTube and Moments on YouTube, which is the same. I found a very simple name. And the reason why I found this name Moments is because it's a moment. It's a good moment. Like we are sharing now with Andrea, talking about her career, her productions. It's something, it's a name that means a lot. And we are here with Andrea enjoying this interview. And Andrea, I would like to wish you all the best in your career. And I hope we will talk again, because this has been a pleasure to meet you and to know more about your productions. Again, do you want to say something else that we are missing? Because you really talk about everything, but there is always something that...
Well, you did bring up the fact that directors are seen as sort of unapproachable. They're seen as usually men. And that's actually something that we need more diversity in directing. And I do try very hard to shake up that image, because when I was in school, that's what it was. It was, you're the director, you're the authority, you're the one who tells everyone what to do. And I really believe that that's limiting, because if you tell everyone what to do, you're really missing the ideas of your staff and your crew. And so I do want to, I don't necessarily want to be a dictator on set. I want to be someone who works together with other people, who's collaborative. And in that way, yes, I really do want to sort of change that perspective on directing.
Sounds fantastic. Andrea, are you open for new scripts, books? Are the people sending you books, stories? For example, I have an idea about something and I am writing a book, and I would like to share it with somebody. Are you open to read that book and see if that could be a subject for a TV film?
Yes, please. I usually read 2 or 3 scripts that people send me a weekend. I do love reading and giving notes to other people's work, because it does, it makes my own work stronger, and I hope it makes their work stronger and helps them. So I would absolutely love to read your book, and I'm more than happy to give feedback on it.
Sounds good. Yeah, and if somebody like me, for example, would like to share their scripts, how are they going to send it to you?
Sure. So you can email me. My email is the same as my website. It's zilebish@gmail.com. So that's CILEBISH@gmail.com. And I think the most important thing is just send me a little bit about the script, send me what you're looking for in terms of feedback and where you are in development with the script. And that just helps me know how far along you are and what types of notes I should give.
Well, sounds great, Andrea. It has been a pleasure again to see you and to talk with you in our show, Moments on YouTube, through Zoom, that thanks to Zoom, that is helping us to connect with you. And your image, I have to say, is very clear, and your voice is perfect, because, we have a great connection. And again, I would like to wish you all the best. And again, we hope we can get in touch in the future, and you will be able to talk more about your career and all the projects that I am sure are going to come soon. Thanks a lot, Andrea.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
The pleasure is ours. Really, today we had, guys, an amazing guest on Moments in YouTube. I invite all of you to subscribe to our channel, because your subscription to our channel will help to support more and more artists, video producers, writers, musicians that are interested to be in this channel, in this show, Moments on YouTube. And if you would like to be on our show, please don't forget to contact us right here via YouTube. You can send us a quick message. I want to be on your show, Abel, and talk about my career. Either if you're an actor, producer, director, musician, whatever you do in the spectrum of the art, we are here to listen to you. We can do the video through Zoom, or we can use another ways to invite you to the show. Anyway, Andrea, thanks a lot for being here. I hope you have a great day today, and keep in touch.
I say, will do. Please keep in touch.
Thank you, everybody, and have an amazing day. And this is Moments on YouTube. Bye-bye.
Bye.